What are we doing now? Nothing. Don't worry about it. Oh man, what is this game even anymore? How do I play this? What skills do I even have on this character? Do I need to fight for this Halloween event? Do I notice a few things different? Well, this Talon Denton dude's still standing in front of the Mos Eisley Cantina showing off his Imperial NPC, so no, everything looks pretty much exactly the same. Oh, I know what you're talking about, though. Yeah. Okay, you said the banners, but I saw it. That's pretty cool. What happened to the front of the starport? Was it always closed off? What do you mean? Oh, and the droids. Yeah, man, look. It's like we're actually in a world again. Like someone walled off the middle area? Where? You talking about this? Yes, this is how this is pre-NGE. You've been playing too much Legends. Go home. Legends opened this up, but on here this was always like this. Alright, I don't even know where this Halloween event begins. I think it begins in Feed, maybe? Do I need to get buffed? I should probably get buffed. Do I need to put my webcam on? I should probably put my webcam on too. There. Okay, well this certainly doesn't look like it used to. I don't know any of these people. Oh, this is the lottery dude that I keep reading about on Facebook. Pretty music and dance songs. Send a tell. Star. Somebody in here. This one. What's up, lazy? Each starting NPC tells a different story. Interesting. Oh god. What have I done? And just like that, Basilisk was revived. I'm just kidding. Griller, should I get on or not? Do you have a character in this, Grillers? I didn't know you played. Oh, you do? Nice. Well, I guess we're all doing this Halloween event together, so if you want to tag along, you're welcome to. Wait, has anyone here done it yet? I don't remember the stuff I used to know. I hear there's a YouTube channel for that, Roy Cup. What's up, Meech? See, I freaking knew it. As soon as I put SWG in my Twitch info, I knew people were going to come out of the woodwork to say hi. How's it going? As Master Armorsmith, I must say, as I always do, ahem, why are you wearing a full suit? Dude, it's my outfit. It's always been my outfit. And, by the way, I'm not wearing gloves, so it's not a full suit. I'm not, I mean, not on this character. I'm not really a min-maxer. I don't really care about min-maxing and whatever optimal play on this tune anyway. That's what I have my Rifleman Combat Medic for. Alright, that has to have been 2 minutes. Wait, I never got the group invite. What the fuck? Let's try this again. Oh, how I've missed this game. We're off to a great start. Bet you I can get buffs from this backlash, dude. Seems he's a master doctor. He doesn't say anything in his bio. I'm pretty sure these two Alder Twi'leks sitting over here will buff. What's on the end of Lazy's rifle? So in this 10.5 update, there's weapon variations now. So this, and Fastburn can correct me on this, but depending on what components, what subcomponents the weaponsmith makes... Oh, that's not a 10.5 thing? Well, Fastburn can correct me on this anyway. As long, depending on what subcomponents something weaponsmith uses to craft the weapon, it can change its appearance now. Yeah, there's an animal in the cantina, a kitty. Its name is actually Soft Kitty. How is that only 23 minutes? These two must not be flourishing. Wait, is this person's... No, their action's still there. They are clearly not flourishing at maximum speed. Oh, it's Meech. What's up, dude? Their profession was rewritten? So wait, does that break macros? Because that's important to know. Did that change? Did like timings change and shit? You know what we need to do? You know what we're gonna do tonight to make this A night to be remembered. I fucking regret doing this. Alright. I'm in public Discord voice chat channel on my server. You guys are free to join. You might want to mute the stream if you do join though, so you don't hear yourselves and hear me double. But this way, fast burn, if you want to get on voice and help answer questions or whatever. What's up, Lazy?
Hey.
I don't typically hop in public channels just because I don't like too many voices on stream at the same time. I feel like it get crowded. But I feel like tonight we can make an exception.
We got a fast burn in here. Yay.
How's it going? I don't know if I've ever heard fast burn talk. What's up?
I've been up for a very long time.
Yeah, 4 a.m. It's oof. I've been up since 8 and I'm tired, so I can't imagine.
I did get a nap though, so it wasn't too bad.
Nice. Lazy, did you find a doctor?
Yep. Just at the door buff.
Alright, well I'm going with 27 minutes because I don't know what these ents are doing.
The event, like, so I'll tell you this, is I don't target any of these events. All of them so far, you're not really in danger. Even if you have to kill something, literally a gust of wind can probably kill it.
Well,
this may not be always the case, but we're trying to make it so that, I mean, these are so, like, the event team in general, we don't want it to be a situation where, oh well, hey, he's doing it in the American time zones and I'm not going to be able to participate because I'm in Europe, and that's like 4 a.m. you know, or vice versa. And we're trying to do like any of our own in-person ones where we can try and help you know, cover as many people as we can. But these events, because they go 10 days, they run themselves, we don't have to do anything extra for them, just build them up, set them up, and get them running. You're able to kind of participate, you're able to take part in it, and I think it really helps, like, making the event team kind of like the content team. You know, we're trying to make sure that our events are content, either, you know, whether you attend it or you're just doing the quest.
Yeah, that reminds me of when I used to do 80k giveaways, and I would have to try and come up with some sort of event idea that wasn't based around combat so that people with non-combat tunes could participate.
Oh yeah, and all of our events, and, you know, don't say that we're going to do this all the time either, but until this event, all of our events, they gave you kind of a memento. We decided against this one in this case because of the idea that you actually gave me of this.
Oh, don't tell them that I gave you the idea not to give away mementos. That was not my idea.
No, the mementos was on me. You can get mad at me, but definitely I think people are loving it. Like, I've gotten a groundswell of, like, I love this. People who are normally, like, kind of against, I wouldn't say against staff, but, you know, harsher to staff are coming out and saying, like, this is awesome, thank you, I laughed my ass off. And I'm like, that's what I want.
That's good.
Let me get you, I have a few pictures of the custom weapon appearances. Hold on a second.
You can you not add /add friend with a target?
I think you can. Nothing like that's changed.
I'm getting a %TT is not a valid friend name.
Yeah, I'm not sure. It should work.
Look, I'm back in fucking Galaxies for 30 minutes and I'm already finding bugs.
Well, we know, I don't want to be like that guy, but we had a crash today. And we've been testing this for 3 or 4 months. and more or less in this state. We added probably about a dozen changes, or maybe a little bit more, since we first put this on TC Prime, and it was actually something with band flourishes, which is something that's a lot more smoother now when groups of dancers and entertainers and musicians are doing up like in a band in a group. They can all flourish at the same time, like synchronized. That was rewritten, but basically nobody had done any of this band flourishes in a macro state where we were all of our testers were doing it in a just like running a macro like for normal buffing. Nobody was doing this more performative stuff, which is actually one of the cool things about those professions.
Hey, what's up, Bear?
And
Sorry.
bam, it crashed the server.
Have a good night, dude. Thanks for stopping in. Yeah, I did. I mean, I lurk the actual SWGEmu Discord, so I did see something about a crash. Somebody was complaining about a possible rollback, but I didn't see what caused it.
Yeah, it was a small thing, and it's definitely one of those things like I will tell you this, like all of us in QA were kind of like, crap, we could have caught that. Like, how did we miss that? And one of our developers was one of our friends here was basically like, hey, don't think of it like that, because yeah, we probably could have found it, but you don't get this unless you have a lot of people testing. And it's the truth. Like, we did have a lot of people testing on Prime during one of the events that I believe Nath set up, and it was good. There was dancing, there was giveaway, there was combat, but no band flourishing.
Glenn Stefani. Nice name, dude. Hey, this is Basilisk. How's it going? Actually, I should put that in the stream title. Hang on. Thanks for the tip. There we go. Okay, so we're gonna try and do this as legitimately as possible then. I'm gonna go to the forums. I'm going to go to events.
I promise to say nothing.
Where various starports, exact location will be made clear in system message. That's probably the live thing that you guys had.
Well, yeah, so we're going to, like, what I like to do for each of these is there's a finale, and that finale is usually ran by Natasha or myself or some of the other staff members, where, it may be just more of like kill a bunch of PvE things, but like it kind of goes with the event, kind of plays off of it. That's going to be on Halloween.
Gotcha.
And that's kind of like part of it. The bottom part of it is where we've been putting like the quest hint.
Okay, seek out these who have experienced these stories in cities Naboo, Tatooine, Corellia, and Locke. And it says there's always talk in the back rooms of the local cantina. So, this is the shit that I like. Honestly, I want more of this. I want less hand-holdy, read the dialogue to figure out what to do next.
And I will tell you this, like those who have done the quest, and as somebody who's doing it, when this comes around next year, it will be different. It may not be markedly different, but we will change NPCs around. We will move them. We will change the stories. There'll be new NPCs, replace NPCs, because it's trying to help, build that kind of living world.
Mm-hmm. Nice. And this is the shit. This is the shit that I'd like to help with, maybe, one day in the future. I don't think this junk dealer's going to want to talk to me. And there's nobody in the room behind the bar.
Yeah. I will say they do have their quest marker over them, the ones that you're gonna see, and they all have. I'll say this: they have a title.
Okay. Stop giving me hints. No hints. We probably have to go to
That's not a hint because every NPC has one.
We probably have to go to a seedier cantina, Lazy. Let's split up and cover more ground. Is this terminal new? I don't remember this little terminal on the wall here. Is this a 10.5 feature? No. Okay.
No.
Oh, it's been here since the movie.
Just making sure.
There are NPCs that didn't exist.
I did read that.
Like if you go to Naboo, one of the NPCs right after you get off the outside of the starport, like we had his droid there. We didn't have him there, and he's like an intro quest for JTL. And we didn't even notice we missed him. We knew like we had him in our database of stuff, but I don't think anybody like noticed it because we haven't been focusing on like making sure the JTL things are perfect yet.
Lazy, I'm going to Moenia. I don't want to interrupt you, Fastburn. I'm going to Moenia on Naboo. Somebody suggested that, and I think that's a pretty good Halloween-y place to go.
Yeah, probably.
Sorry, Fastburn. Go ahead.
Oh no, you're all good.
Oh, there's a fire here.
Yeah, it's spooky stuff. I will say that I want to do more with spooky stuff, but we'll see. Blah. Hopefully, next time we do this kind of event, we're gonna have AI, and I'll be able to use the AI to do more cool things. That's the hope.
You can have 10 characters on the Basilisk, right? That kind of throws me off a little bit. Feels like everyone's going to have at least 5 different crafters, making supply of things really high. Am I wrong? You are not wrong. However, the 10 character cap is because Basilisk is still a test server. So Fastburn here can probably give you a more complete answer than I can, but eventually, once the project is done, Basilisk will be shut down and replaced with a new server that will have a less than 10 character cap.
Yes.
So the 10 character limit is really just to give people flexibility and encourage people to play and test professions that they otherwise probably wouldn't play if they only had like 2 characters to play with.
Correct. And think of it, and this is one of my favorite quotes from somebody on staff. This was from TA. This is before I became staff. But his thing was, if we didn't give you 10 characters, nobody would actually try Carboneer.
Or squad leader.
Well, no, I mean, you'd have 12 people who did squad leader because they did for everybody else.
Alright, well, I don't see anybody in Moenia that I don't already recognize, or that doesn't look like they're already supposed to be here. I don't know, this guy's got a quest marker, but I don't... No. Not you. Who knows, I could be way off base here. It could have nothing to do with being in the back of the cantina. Already, totally off. But don't tell me. We'll be up here all night.
I mean, in fact, I'm looking at my list every time you're going to Starport, so that I know where it is. Yeah, and I really couldn't have done these events without we've had great support from staff on this, from the event team and Livoria, or as most people probably know her, Natasha. She's been a great help for these and helping me write them and decorating, because I'm not that great at decorating, running events. She's been a stellar addition and very, very helpful. I really loved the deco she did for this.
Alright, I'm in Theed now, lazy. I'll hit up all the Naboo cities if you want to hit up all the Tatooine ones.
He's not in bosses, but I'm going to boss Antha.
I'm on the wrong bridge. Why is the starport not low? Whoa, there it is. Talk about poppin'. Roy Cobb, this will absolutely be available in VOD later. It's going to be available in VOD on Twitch as soon as the stream ends. So if you absolutely have to watch it immediately, you'll be able to watch it on Twitch tonight. I'll have it ported over to YouTube as soon as I can, but it's probably going to take a day or two. Alright, there's no NPC, unless... Are you guys able to make NPCs... Like, are you guys able to place NPCs without them showing up on the overhead map?
No, we can't do
I think
that.
that is beyond your capabilities.
Yeah, because that's just a client thing. Like, we can create NPCs.
I don't know, though. Doesn't the moisture farmer not show up? Or no, he doesn't show up on the radar. Right?
He
Or
should,
what am I
I
thinking
believe.
of? I feel like the moisture farmer for the hero of Tatooine doesn't show up on something. I think it's more likely that he doesn't show up on radar, but he does show up on the overhead map. But maybe I'm confusing that with something else. You're right, though. Theed definitely feels more populated with townsfolk. It's pretty nice.
Yeah, and they're in more purposeful places, and we actually spend a lot of time going through videos to get a pretty good idea of where they are, where they move, if they move, who they're talking to. This is the guy who we were missing the Soliston, but we had the droid there randomly.
Nice. Glenn, which combat profession would you recommend for a PvE beginner? Honestly, any of them? Well, alright, for PvE beginner, I would say either Terrace Cass, any of the melee professions. And if you're going to go ranged, I would say Pistolier. Those, for a beginner, those are pretty solid options. Anybody else, feel free to contribute as well.
I'm obliged to say rifleman, but it's kind of rough to get up to master. But once you're there, it's really strong.
Yeah, I left Rifleman out because because of the grind. The Rifleman grind is tough. When I first started playing Galaxies, I wanted to be a Rifleman because the idea of being a sniper was really appealing to me. And I got about 20% through the grind and was like, this is going to take too long, so I switched. I did eventually go back and do it, and it is a really, really awesome profession once you get to master level, but the whole transition to that point sucks.
We missed one of the cantinas in Mos Eisley, now that I think about it.
The down ship, I thought about that.
Yeah.
You know what? It's probably where it is.
Should really be on leave for this.
Oh no. Look. I'm finding a bug every 60 minutes. This one's known, I know. Can I burst run out of this? No. Can I eject out of this? No. Wait. Ejection attempt failed because you are inside a building. Isn't that when they were supposed to get ejected?
No. So, this, I know exactly what's causing it. I know how to fix it. It's a client bug, though. It's something, if we did patch your client, we could fix, but, that's not really what we're doing. Yep. So, it sucks, but it is, we definitely know what's wrong. 100%.
Are you gonna check out that crashed starship then, Lazy?
Checking out the one in Mos Antha for now.
All right.
I'll go to Isley after this.
You know what?
If you
While
want to
I'm,
hit up.
I've hit up. So far, I did Moenia, Feed, and I'm in Kadara right now. So I was gonna go to Karen next. I really hope I don't have to. Oh no, you can shuttle to the lake retreat. There's not a canteen at the lake retreat, is there? I don't think there is.
I don't believe there is. There might be a tavern, but they're not really cantina.
Just gotta check something while I'm here.
Yeah, Gadar was where Swipe was located at first, right?
Yep. Unrelated to what I'm checking though.
Oh.
Good memory though. I don't even know how much money do I have. Just under 3 mil. That'll do.
Is there not a regular tavern in Mos Antha?
It's a good question.
Estimates, because this is a project that is totally done by volunteers and it's done in our free time, I can't give you a estimate. I think Mobius can attest to, like, even if I could get you one, it probably wouldn't be a good one. But we are making pretty good progress. Right now we are testing AI, which is one of our major remaining features to get right, because it fixes a lot of abilities and it makes the game a lot different than what you see even in this patch.
Yeah, I even used to throw out estimates every once in a while, but I have since learned.
Soon, TM.
In case it wasn't already obvious, that voice is Fastburn, who's one of the staff for the project.
Yeah, I'm a quality assurance team and in the event team as well.
There was an interesting doodad in the spaceport Mos Antha, though.
Oh.
But I couldn't interact with it, so I think it's just a doodad, or however you call them.
No hints, no hints.
No hints. But you don't get like a badge or anything out of this, do you?
You get the live event badge.
You might have that one already. Let me see.
I wouldn't doubt that you do.
Yes, I do.
It's no excuse not to do it.
No, of course not. It's content.
Yeah.
It's the first bit of SWG content I've had in like 2 years.
And this is like what gets me about that man is this is our 4th event for this year.
Yeah,
like
look, real life.
It's okay. No, I understand. I completely understand.
It's a combination of real life and honestly, and this is totally just me. This game, I get burnt out of this game after a while and just need to take a vacation from it.
Oh, I think everybody does. It's kind of, it's a game that's this old, and yeah, like, we can't control how fast things get fixed and things get implemented. It's frustrating sometimes, but we're definitely closer to the end than we've ever been. I mean, one of the cool things I can say, and I've argued this, like 10.5 was bigger than published 10.
Really?
Yes,
Wait,
it
what?
should have been published 11 if you asked me.
Refresh my
But,
memory.
you know.
What was in 10.0?
10.0 was the force ranking system. There were a bunch of fixes.
Oh god, it's hackery.
Yeah, I would say that like Mr. Hackery here has like a lot of the fixes are his, and some of the biggest bugs, like I can kind of give you a story, but I'll just say it like this: like there are some bugs that you might call my white whale, my you know, like magnum opus, the thing you spend a ton of time on and you don't think you're ever going to get it fixed. And Hackery helped me get 2 of those fixed in this patch.
This feels like a client thing. Did you guys do any change to how structures load?
No.
Okay.
That should be your draw distance.
Is this... Well, I thought my draw... Yeah, my draw distance is all the way up, is it? Yeah. I just don't remember seeing the buildings pop in like they are on the overhead map. But maybe it's just been that long since I've played, I don't remember.
I mean, I can make it so it doesn't do that for you. I can tell you what to increase. It will make it a teeny bit more laggy after you exit buildings, though.
It's just very interesting that I don't remember seeing that. Huge. Alright, Lazy, I've done everything on Naboo, and I think we're on the wrong... following the wild goose chase, because I couldn't find anything.
There's definitely something on Naboo, on Tatooine, on Locke, and on what was the other?
Corellia.
Because I haven't found anything on Tatooine either.
All right, yeah, I think we're chasing ghosts here. I'm gonna go back to Moenia
How fitting.
and poke around.
Well, there's supposed to be something on lock, and there's only one cantina on lock, so...
That right there is fucking Ivy League level deduction. Lazy Homes.
Oh, hello. I think I might have found something.
Jabba's palace. Alright, there's always talk in the back rooms of the local cantina, whispers of ships long overdue, and those lost among the stars. Okay, so maybe it's starport related? And not cantina related? But then lock starport would be extremely easy. Chatter of what those holds carry, what lies within those ships. Even pirates and brigands recount stories of unmarked ships veering into their paths or sitting idle one moment and vanishing the next. These sightings are especially common this time of year. No matter what the HoloNet programs do to debunk the sightings, the disappearances do not cease to be reported. Those lost seem to return. They are not happy about being forgotten. Okay, maybe check the HoloNet terminals in the starport?
I think I might have found it.
What's up, Hicks? It hasn't been a long time, but not for lack of me streaming. Where have you been? And there go my mind buffs.
Room.
Oh god, what's up?
What's going on, guy?
What have I done? Welcome to the quarterly, no, not even, annually SWG stream. Biannually.
Every 2 years.
Yeah, it's been a minute. I figured I'd stop in.
Welcome, welcome. Aspirin, I just now saw the image that you sent me on Discord with the weapons. Is that every variant?
Pretty close. Those two are. You can show them off.
I know there's more variants of the T21 without the stock.
Yeah, but those are ugly. Sorry.
Let me... Alright, hang on.
I would not want to carry a gun this big without a stock.
Here you guys go. Here's an image that Fastburn sent me of the different weapon variations based on... Okay, so what actually determines the appearance then, Fastburn?
So, you know, when you have these, I'm not, don't take me as like a crafter, I'm not that great of a crafter. But whenever you're making some of these weapons, you get options. I think they might be optional. Hacker might be able, he might know more, I don't know. But it's usually stuff you can add on, like scopes. Before, you would put the scopes on, and they might help with the final outcome of the weapon, but they had no actual appearance effect. And we were actually missing a part of the crafting window. We didn't know because it wasn't very well tracked, and on live they kept breaking it. It would work. It would only work in certain situations. It only worked at certain times. It works a lot better for us.
This dude's supposed to have the number Q3 in his name? I guess so. You won't talk to me.
I think I know who that guy is. But for not that reason that you're thinking.
How's your lead looking, Lazy?
It's looking pretty good so far.
You actually like doing a questy thing?
Yeah, I'm talking to NPCs, going to different planets.
This is a chest? Can I open it? Oh, I didn't have permission to open this chest. I must know what's inside.
Spice.
Speaking of, has anyone seen the new Dune?
I have not, but I definitely want to see it. I heard it's pretty good.
Yeah, same here.
I have not seen it yet. Probably see it sometime this week, though.
I gotta say, one thing I love about this quest and like how everything kind of came together is, you know, we have more NPCs than we did before, and the NPCs are, you know, moving or in slightly different places, or there's new ones, and it makes this harder.
No, it's good. Like I said, this is the stuff that I actually really enjoy. Most, I know, like, modern games would never do shit like this because people need their instant gratification dopamine fix, but I prefer the, I don't know what you would call it, the long game. The frustration of not knowing what the hell you're doing, and then the payoff of finally figuring it out.
Exploration, the discovery,
Yeah, I
actually
mean, it's,
being in a world.
yeah, it's a lot of what people play the game for. You know, I don't think we've done a lot. You know, you can't really do a lot for them, and this is one thing.
Glenn, thanks for the follow, and NZ Hammer,
the
thanks for the
mystery's
sub,
kind of missing
the prime
from
sub.
Pre-CU, at least just because it's been around for so long.
Hicks, what job are
And
you
that's like
working?
one thing that 1.0 could offer is like being able to put mystery back in the game and make it more enjoyable for people.
And at some point, you're going to get scanned by law enforcement, which is going to be fun.
Oh yeah, I'm sure I'm gonna have to. I'm sure I'm gonna have to pay a fine due to all my sliced armor.
It depends who's scanning you. It depends on your rank and all that kind of stuff, just like in live.
Yeah, I think the exciting one will be, I'm waiting for the first screenshot of Probot dropping down in the middle of nowhere.
I know, and I know how often it should happen, so I'm surprised I haven't seen more of it.
Yeah, it's turned down a lot more than it was when we tested, so maybe that's why.
Yeah,
But
I mean, every 2 minutes, I experienced that Hackery.
yeah, there was a lot.
Okay, I've combed most of Moenia. I'm fairly confident there's nothing here, so I am going to go back to Feed. I know I could easily come to Lock and repeat whatever Lazy's doing, but no.
Yeah, there's 4 ways to start it, so...
I'm going to make this
And
more
if you-
difficult.
If you find one of the other ones, it'll be a different story, too.
But the ending, or the, I guess, reward is the same because there's no...
Yeah,
Can you do all
think of
4
it like,
on one character?
I don't believe so.
No, you cannot. Once you're on one, you're locked into that course.
Alright, the Newsnet terminal in the starport here didn't say anything, so... You guys
No.
should totally take advantage of that for certain events, by the way.
You're not the only one who said that before. I agree, generally speaking.
Hell, I think you should place more Newsnet terminals, post 1.0 obviously, and place more of them around in more, frequently traveled areas and use them, like, I don't know, like, even for out-of-game stuff. I don't know, some people might not like the break of immersion. But it's a good way to communicate with players that don't usually check the forums. Alright, let's see. I do see some NPCs in the feed hangar that I don't remember being there, but they could be anything.
There was a lot of NPCs in Thief that were missing.
Yeah, I don't think these are anybody special. Ozo.
Like Feed, I think Feed probably had the most missing NPCs. Wouldn't you say, Hackery?
Yeah, that was a doozy. It's hard. That was a tough city too because it's so big.
Yeah, I went through at least 30 videos many times over to just like say, Hackery, look between these 2 timestamps. There's an NPC that we don't have.
Welcome to the stream, Broomstick. And you watch hundreds of your SWG videos on YouTube. Thanks for all the great content, dude. Thanks, I appreciate it. Hope you found it helpful.
Got me to be able to actually play the game. Helped me a lot.
Yeah, and then I forgot who you were.
Like the Warren walkthrough is like, I've linked that to so many people.
I need to remake it because you guys fixed the hyperdrive rods or whatever those are. Reactor rods.
That's like one thing, but like...
Also because I go the wrong way at one point and I've gotten so much shit for making that wrong turn.
Well, and I think like one of the big things with what I've been trying to focus on as QA is like really narrowing down on things like the Warren or DWB or these other things that we have like 99% right, or where we have like 3 or 4 issues and maybe they're not like super high priority, but trying to knock those out, get those so that they're pretty much as good as we're ever going to have them. And I think the Warren, all the bugs, I think the bugs were mostly in the elevators. I think that was earlier than 10.5.
Yeah, but that falls under that category of the data transform issues.
You guys remove this rebel mission terminal? You did not. Can I still use it?
Yeah, that's actually that's from the world snapshot.
Yeah, we can't change anything in the world snapshot without like big changes.
I can.
It's so secret that SOA put it in a building that you can't enter.
It's the little things like that, though, that I don't know. Makes me like the game, you know? Medic.
That's kind of like why I was so big on getting the city patrols and stuff done, just because it adds like
just
that
trainers.
life
Oh, most
filler.
definitely, yeah. But like, there's also parts of Feed that we don't have data on. Like, we have data up to this waterway, but there could have been walking NPCs in that place you just came from, but we don't have any record of it. And that's kind of like, are we going to get that 100%? Like, some people are always like, well, you have to get it perfectly. And I'm like, we're going to get it as close as we can. As much information as we can, we're going to use.
Okay.
That area
These
was
three
Belgium.
guys are new.
I have to be missing something obvious. Deshi, who are these kids in your Discord? I don't know. Some randos just joined. That's what happens when you sit in public Discord chat. I really am fighting the urge to just go to lock and do it Lazy's way. I still don't want any tips, though. I'm gonna go back to Tatooine. I'm gonna check that crashed starship cantina. See, what's really tough, though, is now, like, Hackery and Fastburn and anybody who's already done this is probably pulling their hair out watching me. And it's just the nature of these things. Hicks, you work at a retail store? One of those online personal shoppers for customers? Dude, I will never work retail again. So, may the force be with you, Dwayne. That's all I can say. Doesn't take very much to upset people. Nope. Welcome to adult. Dwayne, my first job, I was a bank teller. I was 16 years old and I was responsible for handling people's money. And if you think it's difficult and it doesn't take much to upset people working at a retail place, imagine working at a bank. Can't recommend it. Alright, this place, it's gonna be fun to explore. Because everybody in this place has a weird name.
It's got gambling that isn't enabled.
Yeah. I'm gonna bite my tongue on something about that. Something that I'd like to see, like a fever dream that I've had once of what could be done with that post 1.0.
Oh, with gambling?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Conversation for another night.
Probably. But I think we'll see them sooner or later. What was originally there, at least.
You got a
But
bet?
anything where there's a faucet of money, we have to be very careful how we do it. We have to test it like to the absolute T, because if there's something that somebody can exploit, they will, and they won't tell us until they've made a billion credits.
Yeah. Post 1.0, there definitely needs to be some sort of additional. Well, it's a very delicate system to mess with, and I can respect that, but I feel like there needs to be more credit sinks in the game. Potentially, but the problem with the economy is like I said, it's such an intricate, complex system that you can't really, and you guys are familiar with this, so I'm really just saying this for viewers. You can't mess with one thing. You can't mess with multiple things until you see how messing with one thing affects everything else. So you can't be like, let's raise house maintenance because housing maintenance is so low that it's an inconsequential credit sink. And then also cut mission payouts because people are making too much money doing Janta missions. Because when you do both of those, the effect is compounded. And you don't know what you're going to end up with. And I know you guys as programmers already know all this.
Definitely. And I mean, that's one of the things that I love that LK does usually about every year, is he does like this by the numbers thing, and not everybody like reads it, but it'll tell you how many people have done, gotten missions from this planet or gotten missions from this planet. It's part of how he did that heat map. We know where people go because of the content that exists. We know where people don't go. And I mean,
I love those heat maps.
People, yeah, and I know Basilisk isn't a perfect thing, but for collecting that kind of data, it's beautiful. Like, we know how you play the game in a very specific way, and it will help us in the future.
Alright, well, I didn't find anything in the down Starport Cantina, or Starship Cantina in Isley either, so I'm slowly approaching the F it, let's go to lock phase.
You tried Corellia yet?
No, I have not. Shall we try
He
Corellia?
He hasn't tried all the cities in Tatooine either.
Well, I've been to test. Well, it's true. I guess he hasn't looked that up. I probably missed him because I didn't see anything.
That's interesting too. I don't remember that shape showing up there on the overhead map for that. I don't remember.
It's been there forever.
Really?
Yes.
I don't remember
A lot of PvP goes around that particular thing because it blocks LOS and everything.
Well then, I'm sure you guys know about this then, right?
Yes.
Okay. I figured. Don't ban me for glitching on stream. There's a huge risk I just took right there. A scientist? Scientist wouldn't be the guy I'm looking for, right? No. This can't be it. Junk dealer. Slicer. I can't converse with these people though. I'm also wondering if like this person's going to be standing next to some sort of decoration that's very clearly Halloween themed. I'm going to look like an idiot when I find it.
They will have decoration. They're not necessarily Halloween themed.
Very well, very well.
Because I said this to Natasa. I want Halloween like flair around the towns and stuff, which we started doing, but I don't want like oh, you can tell it's Halloween. This is the Halloween NPC because there's Halloween. You know, there's fires and skulls. And
So you don't want it to be like the NGE.
I mean, I get why they do that, but I want to be a little bit more. You know, there's a place for spooky, and there's a place for like making it fit.
Wait a minute, who's this? Eric Darksider. Yeah, I look like I'd be good for joining Jabba's forces. I kind of want to know what this is now. Screw the Halloween event. Let's do this quest line. No, we'll do this later. I really there was a point a couple years ago, guys, where I was so just burned out with this game that I wanted to sign in and just start doing those random NPC quest chains and see what they lead to.
I mean, I don't think they're like the worst thing as far as quests, especially given when they were made. But they're definitely like keeping track of which ones you've done. Like that would be one thing I'd love to make use of the journal for just random NPCs.
Yeah,
But,
definitely.
You know, beyond the scope right now.
I mean, as much trash as we talk on the NGE, one of my favorite things from that game was the collection system. Just like having those weird little like bugs that you could interact with all over the galaxy that would like add the little badge to your thing, and then when you finished a whole line, it would, I don't know, give you a badge in your bio or something. All right.
Yeah, I mean, I remember that kind of stuff from Star Wars: The Old Republic, where you know, you go for the holocrons and they're in these weird places you have to jump and explore and find.
Yes, the Datacrons. Dude, one of the very first YouTube videos I ever posted was a how-to Datacron guide for like Tython and shit, what was the other fucking starting world?
Mantell.
Ord Mantell, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, hello, Aerith.
Welcome, Aerith. Oh, I hit the wrong mount button. Oh well. Let's all watch
Here we have
Mobius.
Mobius showing off.
No, let's all watch Mobius lose his jetpack while he flies out to way far.
We had one guy who, like, he taunts
I'm
people.
not even risking it.
He taunts people with his at like PvP and stuff, and he always puts it away. He's like really, really good with it. I'll tell you, the one place where he lost it was at one of our events.
Yeah, I have to be careful when I record your events, because I usually, when I'm not using TJT for the free cam, I like using the jetpack to fly around and be like a floating camera. But I know if any of your event mobs have AoE attacks, I could potentially lose it.
Oh no, none of these types of mobs are that good.
Oh yeah, there's a cantina in Wayfar. I completely forgotten about that one.
There's that one, and then there's a
Well-
tavern in Mos Tyke or Tyke. I don't know how you pronounce it.
I will say definitely check the hint that was given in the thread.
Oh, there was a hint?
Yes, that will probably discount that particular location.
It's got to do with starports then. There are NPCs to start in the locations mentioned. They will have quest marker over their head. I can't take it too much of the mystery out of this, but that's what our original clue gives you. So look closely and explore. You have 9 days remaining, so take your time. Turn around. Is that the hint you're referring to?
No, the hint in the event post is, it says to search these cities, specifically saying cities because, starports and stuff.
Okay, so I'm wasting my time going out to way far, but we're going to do it anyway.
I don't think most people remember what it looks like. Like, most people don't go, some people go to Anchorhead, nobody goes to Wayfar.
Yeah, because it's way far out there.
Blah. Nice.
Fast this threat and shot and warning shot stuff has become quite the headache.
Say again?
The threaten and warning shot stuff.
Yes.
I'm like
It's a pain?
days in on it. Yeah, well, because the way I had it working, like I discussed it with Miz a bit, and wasn't really how we wanted it to be working. So
I mean, yeah, the evidence that I have for that is like one of them is very similar to the retreat thing, and the other one is just kind of like, the best I could say is they like went in a direction for a few seconds, then they went in another direction, and then another direction, and then it dropped.
yeah, so pretty much right now, like I have it working.
Did you see this guy's name?
Yeah, he's broken. That's on Mantis somewhere.
Okay, cool. Continue.
There's a lot of typos from. I mean, I do typos for sure. Packard catches them sometimes.
I think I just give it to Forelli now.
Yes. We have a category for that kind of stuff in Mantis.
I'm just
Wait.
like, I'll make it work. You do the grammar.
Oh, is this... Does she have to do with the Corvette?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, Jesus Christ. All right.
What sucks about this is like that's a really cool way to start the Corvette. But like what I would love to see different is right now you can do the Corvette by like going to the main quest giver, but there's people who lead you to him, but nobody goes to those like as their first time like getting the tickets. I would love that you have to go to them first, at least the first time you do it. So you have to go to these NPCs who kind of give you the clue
Right.
to go to do this. Like it's kind of like an unlock mechanic. It sucks that like they don't matter. Like yes, they direct you to it, but you don't even have to know they exist, and you could still have done all of them.
See, I was always under the impression that these like randomly generated NPC tasks were just like recycled. But
Nope.
they're not. They're all unique and they actually have like storylines to them.
Yes.
You know what this means, guys? We're going to do them eventually. We will do Black Sun hunting no more. It is now random NPC quest stream.
I mean, what is it? So I don't know the exact count. There's hundreds and hundreds of quests, and I think we're down to, I think it's 3 or 4 quests
Look,
to be done. They're big ones though.
I got through a
They're
Realm
ones that came at the
Reborn,
end.
so I'm not afraid of long quest chains.
Well, there's there's a cool kind of quest that we will never finish because it started before the end of pre-CU, and the part 2 came out in. Yes, I know.
Okay, just making sure.
Part 2 came out like a month before the end of pre-CU, and then the third part, which is the finale, came out in the CU. So we're still have to make part 1 and 2, but
You talk about
we'll get there.
that's not Cries of Alderaan, is it?
No, Cries of Alderaan is we just need part 3. There's Secrets of the Siren, part 1 and 2.
I remember that. Is it the Meat Lumps? That was post NGE, right?
I'd have to look it up to be honest. And then there's I forgot what it's called. It's colloquially by the players at the time called the Droid Head Quest.
I
That's not what it
vaguely
was
remember
actually
that.
called. But these were all like added in the last 3 or 4 months except for Cries of Alderaan, were added in the last 3 or 4 months. So like they actually were on your quest journal.
Cool. That timing. Gotta love it. How's it going, Lazy? You done yet? Your mic's muted, if you're there.
Yes, I finished.
Okay, so it's not that long. I found spooky bones. With a... That's it.
There are slightly more interesting spooky bones in another location.
No, I don't believe you. I think I'm just gonna wait here until something happens. This is definitely an old man mechanic. I need to wait here
I
until
wish.
the young witch
What about
arrives.
the video? Did he watch the video?
I don't know if he's watched any of the video.
I have
Me
not.
and Hackery put together a video. It's tiny bit spoilers.
Yeah, like lead him.
It doesn't lead you anywhere. Because it doesn't give you starter NPCs. I specifically
Oh yeah, that's true.
just did the end of the quest.
That's mean. I didn't even think about that.
Okay, well, there were spooky bones in the starport, so maybe there's more spooky bones outside the starport? Question mark? No. What about the cantina, though? Cantina's right next to the starport. Fastburn's gonna have no hair left by the time I find this NPC.
I do believe if I let it leak, staff would tar and feather me.
Nope, not you. Oh, I guess all the bartenders have that weird naming issue.
I don't think all of them, but some of them.
Alright guys, I'm gonna hop out of here. Good luck, Mobius.
Thanks, man. Thanks for popping in.
Yeah, for sure. Everyone take care.
Psychotic Angel. How's it going? Oh, I will find this NPC if it is the last thing I do tonight. Right. Let me ask this. Did I, like, run past him at some point and not notice him in my travels so far tonight?
No,
Okay. That's concerning, because
at least not yet. At least.
I thought I hit every major city on Naboo. And I didn't come close to him on Naboo?
I don't think you hit all of them.
Fuck, you're talking about the lake retreat then.
No, because that has a shuttle port.
Did I not go to Karen then? Did I skip Karen? Oh, I didn't go to the Karen starport. Oh, you dirty dog. Okay, well this one has fire. Wait a minute. What if they're... Could they be in a group like this? No. I mean, I guess they could.
Yeah, we could put them anywhere. Some places need deco, some places don't.
Is this the same? No, Ozo is the technician in Theed.
But I love that they do their animations now. Like, that's such a... Like, makes it look more moving.
Yeah, actually, it really is nice. I can't believe you guys have talked me into streaming this game again, and here we are just running around in circles.
Hey, you won a mystery.
Oh no, I know, I'm complaining about it now, but I'm gonna be very pleased when it's over. Not because it's over either. Oh wow, I really thought I caught on fire there. I just happened to be walking the same speed as the animation.
We probably could do that. I think we could do that. It would be a little bit mean because, like, you know, new players go through starports and everything too.
Look, I don't care if you're a new player to Star Wars Galaxies. If you don't know, just through common sense, that standing in fire means ouchie.
You'd be surprised.
You remember taking damage in the caves at Fort Tuscan from the fire?
Oh, I remember getting shoot through the caves of Fort Tuscan. You know, you'd be up top and you're being shot from inside the cave, or vice versa. You're down in the cave and you're being shot from the spawns up top. That's fixed. That won't happen anymore.
I forgot that Karen has all these NPCs named after the main characters in Star Wars Starfighter. It's a neat little touch. This looks interesting. And it's nothing.
Yeah, I will say we didn't reuse any. So the multiple starts are not always in the same location. None of them are in the same location in relation to the city they're in. If that makes sense?
It does, and it's also concerning. Oh, Lazy's here too.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, where Lazy might have found it,
Right.
and the city he went to is not gonna be the same for everybody.
Okay. Here's what we're gonna do. I'm going to lock, but I'm not gonna.
Okay.
I'm not taking the quest there. I just want to go and see what Lazy saw, so that I have a little bit of a better idea of what I'm looking for.
Perfectly fine.
Lazy, where? You know what? No, I was gonna ask where should I go, but I'm gonna see if I can find it. Unlock. Should be easier because at least I know that there's something there to find. I need some more spacey, Star Warsy music for this. There we go. Yes, there you go. Lazy's got the participated in a live event badge.
Yeah, but I've had this for
And
several years now.
you just got it. It's okay. It's alright. Congratulations. Okay. There's no one in the starport, but kind of figured that was going to be the case. Jesus, the cantina is packed. Let's go check out the cantina first, just to get that out of the way. It's another scientist. Corsac pilot trainer. Bunch of dudes. A drunk pilot? Okay. Okay.
Once you start, you're locked into that choice.
Yeah. So, Alright, well, I don't want to do that one, but now I'm wondering. Their names are probably randomly generated too, huh?
I let Natasha name all of them. She generally goes with a theme, either kind of tongue-in-cheek or kind of topical.
Alright, so you said they're not all going to be found in the same place. But I'm wondering, are they all going to be drunk pilots?
No,
No.
that would be boring.
You did say they were all going to have a title. So I imagine it's
every
going to be...
Every NPC has a title.
It's going to be some sort of title that is not a typical title.
Maybe.
I'm like determined to find the one on Tatooine. Guys, this might be a multi-part stream at this rate.
Sorry.
No, I'm not complaining. Look, it's freaking R3-D2. You ain't fooling nobody. Okay. Entha is one of the largest... Fuck, I literally switched my keybinds so that I wouldn't accidentally call my jetpack. Entha is one of the largest cities on Tatooine, so let's go exploring. Hey, kill set, wipe anytime soon on Basilisk? Closer than ever. That's the quote.
But still soon, TM.
Bunch of commoners. It'd be really mean of you to make them a commoner.
Well, they'd have a quest indicator.
Did that drunk pilot have a quest indicator? I don't remember seeing
Yes.
it. Oh, he
Yeah.
did? Okay. Then I'm just blind. That makes this easier then. I don't have to zoom up to every NPC that I see. I just have to look for them with the quest icon. However, they could be inside any of these buildings.
Very possible.
And they're probably not aggrable. This person's got the quest icon, but not a title. So I'm gonna just trust that that's not him. Another NP. Aha! Aha! I win. No! Wait, what?
Oh. Alright.
What the fuck debating bullshit is this?
I say why if that doesn't work.
I imagine it's part of the quest chain.
Oh wow, I'm laughing. That's some toxic.
Okay. I'm gonna meta the hell out of this. No, I shouldn't do that. I was gonna say I'm gonna assume that the quest starter is not in this city. But I better not make that assumption. There's a tavern back here with NPCs in it. I'm getting my hopes up. I'm getting my hopes down. Unless it's the surgical droid, which it's not. There's 3 people hiding back here in this corner. Oh, they're rebel NPCs. Cowards. It's another contractor. Oh, there's 2 people in the back of this cantina, but it looks like they're deep in conversation, so it's probably not them. Nope, it's another contractor. Thank you for the credits, Lazy.
Sorry,
Rebel resistance leader. Who's inside the guild hall? An artisan.
should be on the lead for this. I'm just going around killing NPCs.
Oh, good. Kill enough of them, maybe you'll flip the city.
Have to flip it with bases, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Where are these? All these Jawas are lined up at the commando trainer. It's terrifying.
That is a little bit weird. I'm gonna be perfectly honest.
Well, they're actually not. They're talking to each other, it looks like.
Talking to each other in line to be trying to be commandos.
Yeah, but they're like that much in line. It's a little creepy.
It's a cue to become a Jawa commando.
They got tired of being killed in Mos Eisley, so they came here for training to get their revenge on the players.
I mean, there's a lot of them.
Did you happen to see the Mark of Intellect group at all during your travels, Lazy?
Mark of Intellect group?
Yeah. The group of NPCs for the hero of Tatooine.
I didn't see it, no.
They're fairly easy to spot, to be perfectly honest.
Yeah, if you're looking for
They're kind
them.
of a big group, yeah.
I've actually never heard of that before.
Have you done the Mark of the Hero?
No.
Hmm.
Missing out on some content.
You are. It's actually one of the few, pretty important things to do. So you're unfamiliar with this then. Look on stream. I don't know if you have a delay. This ring, Mark of the Hero.
I've never even had a ring at this game before.
So it is a multi-part quest chain that takes place primarily on Tatooine. Actually, it's all on Tatooine, isn't it?
Yes.
At the end of it, you get this Mark of the Hero ring that if you're wearing it, you can use to revive yourself from Deathblown status 50 times.
I thought that was something Jedi got.
Nope.
No.
Anybody
Jedi
can
have
do
an
it.
ability that if they have enough force when they die and their master enhancer, they can resurrect themselves. But you get no XP loss, for instance, with the ring. But if you do that ability, you do get XP loss, just not as much.
See, I don't think he's going to be in a guild hall like this. These are all trainers, probably. Yeah. Yeah, but all the quests to do the Mark of the Hero are somewhat similar to this, where if you were to try to do them without looking up any sort of guides or walkthroughs, it would be very challenging.
Yes. Even with them, it's challenging, to be honest.
There's even more taverns over here.
Yeah, SWGEmu really like their taverns. Especially in Tatooine. And some of them are packed and then some have 2 things in them.
Did you happen to see the Was it an 80k giveaway I did or something else where I think it was an 80k giveaway where I took screenshots of different places around the galaxy and then people had to go and find where I took those screenshots?
I do remember that, yes.
Because there's some weird stuff out there.
There is.
Alright. There's no weird name people in here. The med center? Maybe? Because if they thought they saw a ghost ship, maybe they went to get their mine checked out? See, now you got me thinking about the lore behind the event. Trying to logic my way behind it.
Yeah, but you fix up your mind in a cantina, not in a medic shop.
This is true. now you're mixing lore
Unless
and
you're a
game
combat
mechanics.
I mean, that is kind of what Star Wars tells us, is you got something that's messing with you. You go to drink.
No, see, I'm wasting my time because I'm very clearly supposed to be checking starports. This is the breadcrumbs you've left me said starports.
Well,
Yeah, but
they said
that one
cities.
guy
They
you-
didn't say starports.
That's true because the drunken. Okay, the other guy was in the cantina. Fuck.
I'm just telling you what you already read.
Where? Not a theater. Lazy, you're confident that they're not in the... Wait, where's the crashed starship cantina here? Oh, it's way over there. I didn't even go over there. You're confident there was nobody in that?
It's possible I might have missed them, but that cantina looked pretty barren.
Oh crap, there are 6 taverns back here by that somewhat sober pilot that I didn't check. How come I didn't check all these? I just got so frustrated I drove away.
That is a lot of cantinas per square inch.
And a lot of them have NPC. They all have NPCs in them.
I know. I'm telling you, it's very weird.
Whoa! Did you guys know this was here?
I
It's the Green Helper R2 unit.
will say you will eventually be getting. Well, you won't be, but if you make a new character, you'll eventually get one of those.
Sorry to interrupt. Dude, did you see that? I walked into the room with a shadowy figure and an R4 droid are just kind of hanging out against the barren wall, and the R4 droid turns to look at me like, yo. Exactly, the droid was like, what the fuck? I'm sorry. It's, you know, it's the moments like that that make me miss this game. It's simple things. Businessman, contractor, a judge. Can't converse. Secret probe droid. Ooh. See, like, this is the cool stuff. There's a Twi'lek slave sitting in here, and there's an Imperial probot, whatever, guarding the door. Makes you want to know, like, what happened.
Yeah, I mean, it is kind of one of those little touches where you're like, you could see this in like Rebels or something, and you're like, there would be a story about it, and you're like, maybe there is something to that. Like, it's weird.
Or this. Like, what kind of game are they playing?
I have no clue.
Droids apparently like to turn and face you now. It looked like it's got something to do with the AI rewrite because that little question mark over its head.
No, not really. I think because Hackery went through all of the NPCs in every town, and like changed a lot of things, that might have made them like a little bit more active like that. But that isn't new AI. If you check the same thing in TC Nova, which has new AI, it would be different.
Okay. Am I in the right town? Don't answer that.
You want me to answer that?
No.
Okay. I mean, this is a freaking huge town for this planet.
So you're trying to tell me it's in a small town. You wouldn't.
No, I'm
you
not
wouldn't
saying
purposely
that.
put the starter
I'm making
NPC
a comment,
in a huge
man.
town.
I'm just making a comment.
I'm reading between the lines. Everything you say. See, look at this. Can you help me? I'm expecting a rep from the Sand Dragon Fresher Company to help bring some supply. Like, there's lore in these bullshit quests. How has no one done these?
Oh, I mean, QA's done them. But we did a lot of the quests way before the end here. It's like the last ones are usually either big or like they came at the very end, so they have new things.
How rewarding are they, though? Like, what do you get from them?
If you want an honest opinion there, not very. It's usually like, and don't take this as like 100% every one of them, but what I've looked at, a lot of them, it's kind of like stuff you could get maybe renamed slightly different, but stuff you could get in normal, like killing a Jawa, he might drop something, and you might get that same reward from the quest. Not tracking them and not like linking them when it makes sense. It's one of the biggest like people. I don't know. Did you see the postmortem for SWG?
I don't remember. I mean, I know I've seen it. I don't remember if I watched it.
Yeah, it was GDC for this year. Earlier, and it had,
I think I started it, but I don't think I finished it.
Yeah, and the cool thing is they go through everything, like where they got and how they were working on tools for making quests and stuff. Like once the game went live, and like they were trying their best to get it as much content as they could, and I think people sell them short a little bit. Like there is more content than people realize. It's just, is it like, is it very deep content? Not really.
Right.
And then there's ones like that where they have stuff, but they don't even have a marker. That might be our problem.
Yeah, I think this is, I think you're right. I think this area is just too large.
Just have to ask yourself, how sadistic do you think I am?
Do you want to know the answer to that question?
I have to say, after this event, I'm probably going to ask LK to do if he has time, to do like a heat map while this event was live, just to see where everybody went.
Okay.
I mean, it's good data. Like, where did people think it was? Like these towns that people never go to.
Well,
What towns they do go to.
I definitely think having content in locations that people have no other reason to go to is a smart idea.
Oh, I agree.
Of course, since I love designing stuff, like I'm here running around thinking like, how would I have done this differently? Which is not fair to you guys. Let's go to Espa. I don't think I went there yet.
Well, like I said, the goal is that like next year they are not going to probably be in the same positions.
Right. Yeah, I'm just thinking like the fire in the starport, like is that just to let people know that there's an event going on, or maybe like...
So right now, yes, that it's mainly just to kind of hint to people that there's an event or something unique happening. If I had more time, there will be more things across every city that has a starport. And I would love to do more with them. I have some ideas, but I need to save them for next time.
I think the simplest thing, of course, my suggestions are whatever, take it or leave it. I think I would have done some sort of decoration in every starport like you have, but have them uniform except for, like, see how you have this debris or shipwreckage here? Like, maybe the fire is specific to, like, the city where the starting NPC is? Just as, like, something to differentiate it from the rest of them?
It's something we could have done as kind of like a Easter egg. It isn't what we did. I did those pretty random. I mean, I picked all the locations, but what got what, I just kind of did random.
Filet mignon.
But I have an idea for them. I think you'll like the idea, but it'll probably be something done with new AI. Easier to do with new AI.
I'm not in any way criticizing. You know, I'm just, as somebody who's clearly inept at this, thinking how could I make it easier for myself?
You checked in like the other half of the starports that nobody ever goes to.
Yes.
Okay.
Though I don't think I came here. So not this.
No, you didn't.
Not this specific.
It's your first time in this city.
Watch freaking Lazy go back to the starport and find the person.
I'm just surprised you haven't gotten pulled over and scanned yet.
They just know better.
Well, it checks like every 6 hours. Like, it's not annoying. When we were testing it, it was like every 2 minutes.
Oh yeah, I remember.
It was
because
extremely annoying.
I did that video on Prime to get people to go test, and it was like I had a probot land on me and scan me while the other reinforcements were still landing.
Yeah.
There are a lot more scientists in this game than I remember. It's interesting. Criminal you can converse with.
Yeah, one of the things that I think benefited development of the EMU is that, you know, when they started working on it, the live game was still there, even though it was in CU and in NGE. But like, a lot of the NPCs didn't change. It was mostly just new ones added. Yeah, that's stairs. It's very weird.
Imperial recruiter down here, huh?
So many empty rooms. Like, they could have just put like one bit of decoration in each room and it would have been like, oh, okay, I get what they were doing there. But no, it's just empty.
You mean like this?
I mean, this one's a little bit weird, but yeah. It's like, wouldn't you have the cantina sort of part like in the front room? Where there's a lot more seating?
Oh, that was definitely private entertainment.
Yeah.
Hang on one sec. I'm gonna reply to a text message. Oh my god, it's 11:30. What am I doing with my life?
Playing the best game ever made.
And I just made a mistake of going in the back entrance of the cantina. Won't be able to go out that way.
Not for all of them. Certain directions. It's a really weird bug. And it's like, I couldn't explain it super well, but it's something like the your client file has the door misaligned.
Hmm. Does that person say anything?
That's a random quest.
Yeah, no title. Alright, fast burn. Put you in the hot seat. Am I able to exit this cantina, yes or no?
I think so.
Yep. Alright, you get to live another day. Did that tavern. Did that tavern. Did that tavern. You went back through the starport, right?
I did, but I didn't tell you anything.
This is true. That's oddly cryptic. Fine, let's go back.
Just try not to spoil anything.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Well, technically I did by telling him about the lock one. He hasn't picked it.
Nothing. Except this person's name is Pokey, so I mean, I guess something. This person's name is... Okay. Awashlu? I'd rather be Pokey. Have we lost anybody yet? Everybody still with me?
Do you want a little hint?
I mean, of course, part of me does, but the part of me that likes solving puzzles doesn't. I mean, I just got...
Watto.
Is Watto here?
No. Well, I guess he's just an NGE edition.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I know his shop is
But,
here.
Yeah, his shop is an interesting little building. Maybe you should check it out.
There's no way they would put the NPC in Watto's shop. What the fuck? Now I need to find a different one because lazy... No, I'm just kidding.
I'm sorry, I swear I did not expect it to be here.
Alright, mission accomplished. We can go to bed. Alright, I'll tell you what though. I need to
Still got
deliver...
like 7 days.
I need to deliver some apricot raspberry cookies. So give me a couple minutes. Everybody take a bio break. Part 2 of the stream will be resuming in about 10-15 minutes. I'll be right back. All right. Sorry about that.
It's all good.
Okay. Nima Frida. This damn shipment is weeks overdue. If I don't find where it's gone, I'm going to be facing a Hutt's fury. And say, are you in some kind of trouble? Any way I can help you? Hutt entanglements are rather bothersome. Do you have any leads at present? I can't get involved with this, not looking to piss off the Hutts. We'll be helpful. Listen, if you really want Hutt to help, talk to the Starport foreman in Normal, Rory. He said it'll be here. He said it'd be here days ago, and no one on Tatooine has seen or heard from it. A waypoint has been added to your datapad. It's very spooky. Alright. Looks like we're going to Rory. Lazy, did you also have to go to Rory? Or does yours take you somewhere else?
Nope, mine took me to that guy in the middle of Mussent that you got annoyed at.
All makes sense. Hey, look, it's Zeok, the person with the Z name that I mentioned earlier. What's going on, dude? Long time no see. I didn't say where on Rory, did they?
Oh, did it give you a waypoint?
It did. I'm checking it right now. It's gonna be near Normal. Oops, too far.
Rory, the planet nobody goes to.
Hey, this is my starting world.
I think Forelli started on Rory on Live. I was Tatooine.
How did you get your name, Zeok? I can actually take you to exactly where in Restis I saw my first swoop bike and how it freaked me out because this is my first MMO. I didn't know there was no player collision. So when this dude zoomed past me on his swoop, I thought he was trying to spear me with the thing that sticks off the front.
I mean, there's a reason why none of them have collision.
Oh, absolutely.
People would troll so bad.
Yeah, no. MMOs and collision do not blend. Oh, these gates. This guy's gonna be up top, isn't he? Yep. Ooh, these better not have collision. Okay, good. Now, did you guys discuss putting collision on these or anything?
Well, I mean, these are all deco, so it's not like we can easily change them.
Now, let me, because here's what I'm getting at. If these boxes were collidable objects, would you have still placed them here?
Probably because there's still a path.
Okay. That's, it's okay.
Because there definitely is deco that is collidable with collision. So, I mean, it's something we keep in mind, but yeah, like we wouldn't have done anything where it blocks your thoroughfare because that's just not cool.
The reason I bring it up is because this little bend here is on this city's swoop track. So, yeah, there's a path here, but that would have really been a dick move to make people racing the track have to weave their way between. Just something to keep in mind. Alright, Ziak, wait, let's see. Your real name is Chad. As a Chad, you gotta represent. So I just made my in-game name by taking Chad and spelling it backwards. What? Then your name would be Dak. Yeah, look, Chad, Ziok. You're right. How could I be so blind? Okay. Obi Tainer. Really? His name's Obi? Alright. I guess we're going with that. Got something to ask me? Hurry up. I got 3 more freighters to unload in the next hour. Ain't got all day. Well, man, how are you unloading freighters from up here on this balcony? We have a mutual acquaintance, Nima. She's been expecting sensitive cargo, but can't locate the ship it's arriving on. She seems worried that her life is in danger if she doesn't find it. Can you help? What do you know about this missing shipment? And no, it's not some damned rare plant shipment. It's kind of Huts tend to worry about. Okay, question. Can you put dialogue options on more than one line? It's probably a client thing.
Sure. I think it's a client thing, but I'm not actually sure.
Alright, not a big deal. That's just the longest dialogue option I've ever seen.
It was longer, and I was told to make it shorter because it wouldn't work.
Interesting. Character cap, or?
Yeah.
I imagine also, if you're playing on a smaller resolution, it probably goes off the screen.
Yeah, probably. I would love it if you could have a new line thing. And I haven't talked to people who know if it's possible. It may be.
Try doing what people do with their housing signs, putting the bracket BR bracket into a notepad doc and copying it over.
Yeah, but the strings that we use to put in
They use brackets.
the speech, it's not necessarily the same thing though.
Mm. See, I know just enough about programming to piss off people that know more about programming with what I say. Alright, I didn't read what we're doing. Listen here, I haven't seen that damn shipment, it's freaking gone. No one's seen it. Only person I've heard that has been looking is this Poindexter. He sent me the damn holomail about it too. Here's his location. Okay. Speak to the researcher on Naboo. What? What'd you say?
That's Talus.
Oh, it is Talus. Okay. Good catch. We're going to Theed.
That is the point where the quests converge.
It is.
Have they finished yet, or nah? Nah. Not even space stuff yet? Oh man, you really have been out of it, huh? I'm not going to be the one to destroy your dreams.
I'll say it like this. Most all of our developers are working on getting the game done. And the bulk of the game is what's left for AI. Because, for instance, like the AI that is on the ground is going to be the same AI that commands spaceships at that point. So, you know, the focus is getting the game that people have been playing done, and then working on that later. But it's not to say that people aren't doing some work. There is some movement, just not much.
Did they at least wrap up the droid system? I'm not sure what you're talking about, but I think so. Like, you can get droids. Fastburn, is there any droid related stuff that's not implemented yet?
Just helper droids. And that's just a new player experience thing. It does have some JTL parts to it. Like, I think the helper droid gives you like your first ship. So that will, whenever we do get helper droids in, he's not going to give you your first ship. Right away, at least. Haha. And you said nobody uses these buildings for...
Yeah. As a gentleman speaking in the background of dev, he is a QA. So, technically no, but to most people, yes. Hello, how can I help you? I'm assisting an acquaintance investigating a group of ships that have disappeared recently. Listen here, Professor. What do you know about these missing ships? Why are you looking into them? Let's go with the more polite. By the way, the dialogue options here probably don't mean anything, do they? It just takes you the same thing.
Unless his conversation is longer, yes.
Okay.
It can be longer, but we haven't really bothered with that mostly.
I guess I expected this sort of response. Listen, I have looked into this as part of my work here. I can't explain well, but I did find something. On Dathomir, I met a Night Sister. She wasn't aggressive, and she was able to speak basic without much issue. We talked about my work, and she had a great deal to say. It's nothing I can use for a paper, but maybe she can answer some of your questions. Guess we're going to Dathomir.
Because of course you're going to Dathomir on a Halloween quest. Yeah, and I actually started like giving ideas of the lore for the Halloween quest last year when we just did like the finale sort of event on Halloween. But you know, most people, and when they're fighting like 15 or 20 Night Sisters, they're not really paying attention to messages that we send in like local area chat. So I don't think most people picked up on it, and I think this is a pretty good way to do it.
Lazy trade with me.
Why?
Why? Because I said so.
Oh, thank you.
This will be so you don't have to run. Well, hopefully you got a ticket to Coronet, did you?
I believe so, yes.
Alright, as long as you got a ticket to Coronet, this will prevent you from having to go and buy the next ticket. Nice. As much as I'd love to see the original game restored to its OG glory, I'd also love to see an MMO built off its core designs and improved, modernized properly. Yeah. I think pretty much all of us agree, but the more... Unfortunately, I think this game is so rooted in, like, the old EverQuest, Ultima Online way of, like, MMOs back then, that the more you modernize it, the further away you get from the core aspects of it.
Yeah, there's always a risk of going too far towards NGE and WoW and all those games.
And I doubt a AAA studio will ever take on the task, mainly because MMOs aren't super profitable anymore compared to other stuff, like Battle Royales and shit.
They're not profitable on a monthly basis because it's hard, even like games who focus on content, it's hard to keep up content to keep people interested in the standard MMO setting. But that's one of the best, why I am QA here. Like, why I love it is it's a sandbox.
Alright, I expected your arrival. Tell me what story you wish to hear. What is happening to these ships? Why are they vanishing and reappearing? I don't trust the Night Sister, but what the heck is happening with all these missing people and ships? It seems like you know something. We'll go with the first one. My people have experienced these apparitions of our ancestors at special locations on Dathomir, even to this day. But more and more of our sisters are taken from us and brought off-world as they demand vengeance. They care not who suffers as long as people are made to suffer. I might not be reading this right. Anyway, it will pass, as it has for years upon years. There are a few things I might be able to show you if you stay for but a moment. Oh, there we go. The witches of Dathomir possess the ability to appear as another, is indeed a rare skill. The change will last 5 minutes before you appear once again as yourself. I warn you not to board a shuttle or die during this time period. Feel free to visit me once again when your appearance has expired. Cool. You can do a Gorax? A Crate Dragon? Alright, let's see. That's ridiculous. That's really impressive, though, that you guys are able to do that. That's super cool. So what kind of actions are restricted when you're in this form? Like, can I still attack something?
Yes.
Will it have the Crate Dragon's attack animations?
Yes.
Even if I was like...
It will be weird. If you have a blaster, it will be really weird. But so you can shuttle, but that's why we warn you not to shuttle. Because there's a bug.
Yes.
And we need to potentially fix that.
Alright, it's not shooting with the pistol. I mean, it is, but there's no animation for it.
Yeah, use your because you're TK, or no, yeah, you should use your like more normal animations because they don't have they don't have animations for ranged.
Yeah, I can tell he's doing something.
But yeah, so with certain appearances, if you die in them, you will you are very slow.
I don't think you're that slow. I think it's just a perspective thing. I'm probably moving at the same speed now.
Yeah. And most NPCs do basically run at the same speed as you do. But the
Get out the jetpack and fly.
Try.
I can't tell if it's doing anything. Oh no, because I'm not getting... I should be getting like a 15-second delay message, right?
Yes.
Oh wait, generating vehicle. I can't move now.
Oh, because you're on wonky terrain. Oh god.
Wait, now I'm moving.
I know what causes that non-movement. I know what catches those NPCs.
Yeah, I need to find some music to go with it. Wait. I'm gonna get I'm gonna copyright claim myself. I don't know why. This is the first song that came to my mind. Okay, well.
Well, there's more appearances you can use. From now until the end of the event, you can go to her and change into any of them you want. And we would have them go longer if it wasn't for the bug.
So here's what I would suggest. I don't know. What I would do is I would make it so that the NPC, put an NPC in some of the more populated areas that people could talk to after they complete one of the 4 quests to play around with this in other locations. You know what I mean?
What if she gave you an item that could trigger the costume? Like a consumable or something.
Obviously, I'm not talking about this time, but like future implementations.
Yeah, we're gonna definitely expand it one way or another. Either to get around the
Oh god.
bug or to fix the bug.
Sideways. So wait, look. Boba Fett jetpack. What could possibly go wrong?
There is a because I wanted this to be new friendly, there is a zone around her hut where nothing can spawn. So you'll notice those red NPCs are not very close at all. That's so that you could actually walk from the starport to here without dying. So couldn't really whenever we were setting it up.
Any minute now. Oh yeah, do emotes work? They do. See, this could be super useful for videos. If you were like doing some sort of Galaxies video and you wanted Boba Fett in it, like if you want to remake Fett's Vet.
I mean, you can always request the event team's help, and we can change you into just about anything.
Forelli has helped me with stuff like that in the past. He's been, I know that most of the staff are super helpful when it comes to this stuff. And I try my best to not request anything that I know is going to break something. I think Forelli ran me through the DWB on Prime, just killing everything with admin commands so that I could do a DWB walkthrough and not have to worry about fighting or getting a group.
Yeah, I mean, that's probably the fast way to do it. Like, to do it efficiently. These groups are always a mess.
Well,
Do things like that.
I just wanted to make a video. It's like, okay, here's where you go. Make this turn. Here's what spawns in this room. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh. I just got... I'm loading? Oh.
Yes.
Okay. You said that.
No.
You did say that. Oh. Can I not talk to you? Do I have to, like, leave the area?
She should be on the same timer. Well, there are different timers, but like, it should be 5 minutes for it and 5 minutes to talk to her again.
Is this her... My timer hasn't expired dialogue?
Let me check. Hold.
What does this say? I'm trying to decipher it. Oh, rest in peace, derp. Of course it does. It's a gravestone. Oh yeah, there. She's talking to me now. I mean, we have to go with Gungan, right? Misa fellow Dello Feligits. Can you crawl as him? Absolutely. Though I'm afraid to know why you're asking.
Yeah, a lot of these appearances have the same animations as the other humanoid species. So the main thing with them is just they don't have like clothing like the rest of the species have.
Wait a minute. Oh. Didn't quite work out the way I wanted it to. Wait, so I can reset though, right? Oh no, you can't.
After 5, yeah. Which she should probably be able to reset you at any point in hindsight. I will write that down.
Well, yeah, just because I saw there was an option to choose your normal appearance, but if you can only talk to her when you are already appearing normal, then yeah.
Well, I think so. Like when I tested this, we didn't have the 5-minute timer.
Gotcha.
We discovered the 5-minute timer when we were starting to go to other starports and having the issue. Which this issue was reported like 4 years ago, so somebody did notice. But yeah, so we kind of had to go back to add the timer. But hopefully we can either extend the timer or just get rid of the timer, and because otherwise it will go away if you log out.
Yeah, about that.
It's definitely one of those things like we could do our finale in that around her, but since people can get bugged if they die, I don't want people to die in those forums. It could
That did
be.
not reset my appearance completely.
Well, you have to fully log out, as in like 3 minutes or whatever.
I'm gonna make this my fucking Facebook profile picture for the next month. That's terrifying. Perfect. With all the rain, no background. Dude, we actually look pretty terrifying.
Oh, not like that on my screen.
It's like your adults putting on kids' costumes.
Somebody tuned into the stream right now, they would never come back. This is Galaxies at its finest.
I'm still a regular Gungan on my screen. I think when you softlogged it bugged the other characters too.
Yeah, I think it reloaded you, so.
Yeah. Well, how long does a full restart take? Or you may have to close my client.
No, you could just completely log out of the character. I think it's 3 minutes.
Yeah, I'm probably only have about 3 minutes left on my timer anyway.
Yeah, I know. We will definitely change this one way or another to make it better.
No, it's still cool.
And this was your, this end part here was your idea.
So
sir.
how was this my idea?
I think we talked about it last year. I was talking about the Halloween event we were doing, which then was just, Night Sisters attacking. And you're like, oh, it would be really cool if you did this. And the idea you gave me was this, if you could like change your appearance after you talk to an NPC.
Yeah, so talking to her, choosing to reset your appearance just reloads you, and then looks like starts the 5-minute timer.
Yeah.
All right.
I hate the 5-minute timer.
Welp. I didn't get a badge.
You already had the badge, so it said it couldn't give you the badge. I wish we could do custom badges, but we can't.
From what I understand, the badges, they can't be edited after a server goes live. Is that true?
I haven't looked into it that closely. I know that they're all in a file, and we can't change that file.
Because I know when I used to converse more frequently with devs on private servers, they were able to add badges, but they said the problem with it, at least from what I understand, is once they set the list to be whatever it is that they want and launch the server, they're no longer able to change it. Which seems really weird, but it is an old game. Because I think, like, achievements have become such a huge part of modern day gaming, and having like achievements in galaxies would be really cool. And the badge system seems like a perfect way to implement that, but if you can't add badges with new content, then F's and chat.
We certainly can't while we're emulating 14.1.
Right.
But after that, who knows? I would be an advocate for doing like seasonal event like these, having their own badge for each year. That would be awesome. Am I guaranteeing that? No.
No, nothing said here is promised. All right, well, it is late. Good night, grillers. I'm gonna catch a ride back to Mos Eisley.
Did you have fun with the event?
I did. It was just the appropriate amount of frustrating.
I'm sorry, I ruined it, where the location was for the thing.
I will say this. 2 things. 1, it's not the only one left for this year. And 2, there's something that's already on Basilisk that people haven't found that is event related that we will be talking about, but not right now. Because I need to do some write-ups for it.
Interesting. So you guys have pushed private content that has not been announced.
Well, event-related private content, yeah.
Okay.
Like this. Because we don't want you to be able to go and look up the code. I mean, these are our seasonal quests.
But like, somebody could stumble across an NPC and start a seasonal quest that you guys haven't announced yet.
Kind of, yes.
Interesting. Well, I guess we're not ending the stream yet, boys. We've got work to do.
I'm not gonna help you with that though. No help at all.
We've got work to do.
Because that one.
Lazy, you take Corellia.
Search every bit of the map. But
Good night, Ziog.
we did a very specific thing. I think people will like it, but I want to introduce it to the community in a very specific way so that it's comes across correctly.
Okay, interesting. I'm trying not to read between the lines with that. No, I've done enough NPC hunting for until my next biannual SWG stream. But finally, I can relive the glory days and follow random NPCs around town to see where they go. We actually had a group of people do this in live. We were so bored we just picked a Jawa and followed it around. I haven't seen any Jawas wandering yet though. Mostly droids.
I think a lot of people kill them on sight. So.
There's one standing over here. Jawa thief.
The one you just passed, she has a movement.
Yeah, I saw her moving. I want to see, is this guy gonna go anywhere? Come on, Eve. Take me to your leader. Doesn't look like he's going anywhere anytime soon.
Ooh. Was there any Jawas on that list? I don't think we did any Jawas on the list. Maybe next year.
Very good. I have something to look forward to. Alright. Well, this was fun. I definitely appreciate you hanging out this whole time. I didn't think you'd be here this whole time. I thought maybe you'd stop in and just say hi for a bit, but it was nice having somebody there to actually answer questions and stuff on the fly. Unofficial interview. Yeah, it's 12:30. I gotta go. I got some stuff I gotta take care of in the morning. So we're gonna shut the stream down. But again, thanks to Fastburn and Lazy for hanging out. Thank you to everybody in chat who stopped in to watch me drive around cities and click on NPCs. I guess technically it was more exciting than Black Sun hunting, right?
I would say. Discovered content you didn't know was there.
Exactly. Yeah, definitely. Good job, Aerith. Sorry, I'm terrible at it. But it is fun, and I do like this stuff. I would prefer a challenging event like this than like the have everybody gather in one spot and just puke event NPCs on top of them and see how long they survive, and then mass revive everybody with an admin command. That, to me, it's cool. It might make some decent video footage of like giant Night Sisters fighting people, but this stuff is way more interesting to me.
Well, and I think that's event coordinators need to do more than one thing. Like, it can't all be, races or just PvP. Like, 1v1s. Like, there's a lot of things you can do as events. There's a lot of things you can help people do, and then there's a lot of things you can do just to give people, a reason to go to all these cities that nobody goes to.
So now,
I think you kind of need to do everything. You need to not just like focus on one type of event. You need to paint with a lot of colors. Yeah,
Broomstick brings up something too. Having like and I think this is what Fastburn mentioned earlier about not having like a memento for this quest or this event, but having like a little trophy or something. It could just be like especially like it doesn't have to be a new item. I used to give away participation survival knives back when we were doing the Swipe Guild. Whenever we had some sort of event, I would just make a boatload of survival knives with the name of the event and the date, and just give them out to everybody that showed up. It'd just be something as simple as that they can, people that do it can hang on their wall in their house and be like, "Look, I did that."
We have.
Nice, good.
We had an event for Empire Day, and that one you got like this little hologram. And then in the Basilisk birthday event, which was real small, you got a piece of cake.
Nice. Yeah, that's perfect. Yeah, it's a shame that I missed this year's Basilisk Empire Day, because I did that really... Actually, one of the videos that I'm most proud of was the Empire Day from, I think, 2 years ago. The one where you... Well, I think it was you, Fastburn? No. That couldn't...
I was there.
You were trying to be
crashed.
Vader, but you crashed? Yeah.
I crashed over and over and over.
Yep. Yes. That video, I'm so proud of that video because I spent so long making it. The editing is some of my finest work, if I do say so myself. You didn't know that was a thing? Oh, well, in that case, let me self-promote here. Hang on. Don't mind if I do. Here, I mean, I could just play it on stream, but I'll just post the link instead because I gotta go to bed. Yeah, that was last year. That was a really cool event too. And see, that one, that was, we're just gonna spawn a bunch of event mobs and let people fight. But it had context, you know? It had like a story, and it actually, I think that one worked the best out of all of those type of events.
You should have seen what we did this year.
Yeah,
so
was it similar?
Because it's similar. I mean, there's a quest for it, a Rebel quest and an Empire quest, and they're different, similar but pretty different. Because for the Rebels, it's more about remembering what happened all around, what you know, all the losses, and for the Empire, it's more about celebrating the Empire. So there's a quest you can do. But there's also basically large lines of troops, any place where Vader will speak. And we only got to do one speech this year, but we did a speech in Bestine instead of Naboo because we wanted to kind of switch it up. But we still had AT-ATs, AT-STs, and like 2 or 3 columns of stormtroopers in Naboo. Next year, I promise you they will move in a marching formation. That's my goal.
Very cool.
But yeah, there's still more to come for 2021. But we couldn't have done this stuff without Hackery and without Natasa. Like, they were huge helps for me, like massive. I wouldn't have been able to do anything without them. And LK actually really came to bat for us for these events. We have a process of doing the events now where it's hands off. Like, it has a date to start and a date to end. I don't have to have somebody press a button. The server goes down, it turns back on. You know, it's completely automated like that. It works wonderful.
I did remember really helped. That's cool. I just want to put this on stream before I shut it down. There you go. There's your reward for this evening. Yeah, the cherry on top. It honestly looks like the Kunky. It's just like, kill me. Alright. Thanks again, everybody. I gotta go to bed. I'll be streaming more this week at some point. I don't know what. We'll probably jump in back into Galaxies at some point again, just because why not? So have a good night. I'll see y'all later.